I failed for nearly 21 years. I let alcohol take the steering wheel of my life. The most expensive thing it cost me was the trust of my own children. My kids are terrified of me drinking again. That is the hardest sentence I have ever had to say out loud. Looking back, the cost makes me sick. I paid $20,000 or more for a D1 school, but what a waste, because I wanted to party more than I wanted a degree. It cost me my career growth. I was the employee my boss had to send home because I showed up in no condition to work, reeked of tequila. It cost me friendships that are broken beyond repair. But the most expensive thing it cost me was the trust of my own children. My kids are terrified of me drinking again. That is the hardest sentence I have ever had to say out loud. They are terrified. I've been sober for over 2.5 years now, but before that, I was a tornado. I did not have a stop button. I did have a blackout button. So today, I want to tell you the truth about the money I wasted, the wedding I almost ruined, and how I finally saved myself when everyone else told my husband to leave me. People ask if I miss the fun of drinking, and let me tell you about fun. I nearly ruined my own wedding. We went to Vegas, and there was 21 of us. It should have been the happiest dinner of my life, but I was so hungover, so sick from the night before, that I couldn't even sit through the meal. I had to have a friend help me peel my wedding dress off because I was going to get sick. I was nauseous before the wedding and after the wedding. I ruined my own reception. Well, I don't want to say I ruined it, but I was more worried about how many bottles of wine can we get than I was about my husband. Drama happened. People stopped talking for weeks, not necessarily just because of me. There's other people that like to cause drama also. That isn't a core memory. It's actually pretty tragic. I mean, a lot of people leave their weddings and their receptions or their honeymoons and actually get to remember good memories, not, well, they did this and they did that, and well, this person did this and this person did that. It's a tragedy. And it wasn't just one night. It was over 20 years. I can't redo my college days. I threw them away. I wanted to be a lawyer. Well, I chose alcohol instead. I cannot redo early parenthood. My kids had a stupid mom for the first 6 years of their lives. I wasn't present. I would go to movies and fall asleep. I would go camping and pass out by the fire while they made s'mores with their dad. They grew up watching their mom choose a beverage over them. I have to live with that guilt every single day. No one else has to live in my body and deal with these memories. I have to. Yeah, maybe I don't have a DUI story on paper, but I probably should. I wrecked my car driving. I was completely wasted. I never got caught. I always found a loophole, a way to talk my way out of it. I was a master of escaping my consequences. But you can't escape the rot in your own house. It got so bad that I started getting anonymous emails, people, so-called friends or family, were telling my husband that he deserved better, telling him he should divorce me. They wanted to see me miserable. They didn't care if my kids lost their family unit, as long as I was punished. I had to face trauma from my past, sexual assault, family chaos that I had been burying under vodka for a decade. I realized I was raising myself in chaos because I was raised in chaos. Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. That was my baseline. Alcohol was just the mute button for the noise. But then I stopped. And when the fog cleared, I looked at the numbers. I did the math. Recently, since I quit drinking over 2.5 years ago, I have saved roughly $36,000. And that's a give or take. That isn't just a bar tab. That is the 200 every weekend on booze. That is the drunk food, the Uber rides, the extra shots. That is the impulsive shopping. That is the camping trips where we spent more on alcohol than food. $36,000. That is life-changing money. That is freedom money. And it's not just the cash, it's the experiences. I went to a Morgan Wallen concert years ago and I ruined it. I started a fight during the first song. But I did go to a country concert recently, sober. I spent probably a total of $50. I watched the drunk people stumbling, fighting, acting ridiculous, just standing in line, beer after beer after beer. And I saw myself in them. That used to be me. But this time, I remembered every song. We drove home safe, and I woke up proud and not hungover and not full of shame. But to be honest, I have been through hell the last 2 years. And just recently, one of my grandmas passed away, which literally broke my heart. My marriage was almost destroyed by hate and definitely a lot of inaccurate accusations. I have isolated myself from people who disrespect me. I stopped people pleasing. And I did all of it sober. I fought to be here so much, has tried to take me down, and I am still standing. I am sad for who I was, but I did not know any better. I didn't have the tools. I wasn't shown the tools. I didn't understand that my brain was seeking dopamine and safety. I read In the Realm of Hungry Ghosts, and it really helped me understand that I wasn't bad. I was just in pain. And not a lot of people want to understand that. But now I know better. My kids aren't scared anymore. They see a mom who shows up. My husband hasn't left. He stayed. And we are rebuilding. I cannot get those 20 years back. I can't get that money back from school wasted. But I can promise you this. I'm never going back to that life. If you were sitting there thinking, I've ruined too much, it's too late. It's not. I stopped after over 20 years. You can stop today. If you want to understand how I rewired my brain, how I handled the shame, and how I built a life I don't need to escape from, I break it down in my latest 90-day reset. We work on the trauma, the triggers, and the biology. You don't have to do this alone. I read every application. The link is in the description. Don't wait another 20 years. Get sober.